Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Greetings to all of us. I'm Hilda Pebriani for first class math second semester. Will give information that happened 1 year ago. 1st of January 2020 to be precisely at 7 in the morning there was a flash flood in Lebak Regency. The first incident that I knew I saw myself was in my own village with the overflowing river water covering the border connecting the province because my village area is on the border between Banten and Bogor. We can see the video behind me. It is river water the overflows and they make the house of residents have life on the river bank. Lots of houses where they make until there were houses that was hid away by a very heavy river carpet. The village office, which was on the river bank, was also hot until the water entered half the building from the village office. Last of half where they make almost all of the time were badly damaged by the tracks of the trees that were swept away due to the very swift course of the river. The rain continued to soak and flood my village from 12 in the evening to 12 in the afternoon before it stopped. This incident did not only happening in my village 10 kilometers from my village, precisely in Cigobang village. Landslide have occurred which caused flash floods to my village, namely Hamberang village. In the village which was badly affected, almost one village had a house affected to the ground, and in its called ended village because after a disaster it was not occupied. The government of Lebak Regency, Banten, has declared the emergency response status for flash floods and landslides from January 1st of January 14, 20 to 2020. The length of time of determining the status cannot be started due to the large impact felt by the community in Lebak substructure due to the flash and landslide. Out of a total of 6 substructure, 30 villages were also affected. This said on the data of for the National Disaster Management Agency (BNPB). The 6 substructure area Sajira, Maja, Cipanas, Curug Bitung, Cimarga, and Lebak Gedong. And as a result of the disaster that occurred on Wednesday, at least 10 victims died and 1 person was declared missing. Meanwhile, the total number of refugees reached 3,227 families spread across 8 refugee posts. Meanwhile, the number of damaged buildings reached 3,105 units, including 2,410 houses severely damaged, 421 slightly damaged, and 1,110 houses affected by mud. Then followed by damage to 19 educational facilities, 27 government offices, 28 units of bridges, and collapsed road with a depth of 40 meters. Banten Deputy Governor Andika Hazarumi said that due to the disaster, many areas in Lebak were isolated. However, that isolation point was slowly becoming accessible. Andika revealed that TNI, Polri, BNPB, and BMPD officers had worked together to open access to isolasi areas so they could send logistic and evacuation assistance. It can be accessed, but when the condition of the village, for example, the one in the middle of the river with slings and rubber boots, but still it can at least logistic assistance can go to the village, said Andika after attending the ministerial meeting. And the office of the coordinating minister for MPK Jalan Medan Merdeka Barat, Jakarta, Tuesday. Due to mining and drought, Andika revealed that there are 3 temporary records that are suspected of causing flash floods and landslides that cannot be avoided. Andika said the first suspicion was that there was extreme weather that plus hit Lebak Regency. Then also the existence of illegal mining activity carried out by the community from the forming mining excavation. In fact, he said the cause of this activity was first reported by BNPB. There are mines that are owned by the community such as illegal mines like that. There are some that they are not owned, they are digging again, said Andika. Also read Banten Deputy Government explains the causes of the Lebak flash flood in addition, the Banten Provincial Government (Pemprov) has also analyzed that another cause is the long drought. Andika explained that the long kemarau and caused the surface of Mount Haliman to track. Thus, when extreme rain occurs, water enters the record surface cavity. Andika said that his party had asked the Minister of Environment and Forestry, Siti Nurbaya Bakar, to prioritize Mount Halimun as a stabilizer. I previously suggested that a painter be built immediately. It could be 50 years, he said. His disaster is designated as an extraordinary disaster that has ever occurred in the Lebak Regency. And these are the videos that occur when flash floods in Lebak disaster. Thank you for information. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.